I'm laying on a table with no heart in my body at all.
Unbelievable. That was a clip from an incredible new documentary on ESPN called Heart of Pearl, coming out this Father's Day. It tells the story of former Sacramento Kings player Scot Pollard and his journey back to health after going through a traumatic health scare that paralleled the same heart condition his dad passed away from. It's a great father-son story, and here to join us and talk about this new documentary live is Scot Pollard talking about Heart of Pearl. Scott, good morning. Great to see you.
It's good to be seen. You know, when you hear old people say that, when I was growing up, I'd hear old people say that phrase and didn't know what it meant until I've been through what I've been through. So I'm just happy to keep waking up every day.
We're happy to see you, and we love the shirt. We love the vibes going on right now with this. You know, the last time we spoke with you, you actually just underwent that major heart transplant surgery. This was in February of last year. I got to ask, I mean, how are you feeling today, and what's life been since this documentary came into play?
Well, the documentary was first. They reached out when they heard I was in heart failure, and they just asked if they could film the whole process. And I initially said no because it was ESPN. But they sent me a couple other documentaries they did, E60s, and the guy Dan Lindbergh. He's an artist, and so I said as long as they're the guy doing the documentary, I'll allow it. So they've been along the ride the whole time. Life now, to answer your question, Melanie, it's different. I keep waking up. That's the best part. There's always going to be side effects from anti-rejection drugs. These drugs cause kidney failure. They cause liver failure. I just got some blood work back today from, they lowered one of my doses and they added another drug. I've been feeling better every day in the last week since they lowered the dose of one of my anti-rejection drugs, because it's awful. It's awful stuff. It keeps my heart from rejecting, but it's bad. And so being able to be a lower dose of that is good. It's a different lifestyle, but again, I keep waking up.
I mean, you look great. You got color in your face, and I mean, you're here with us now, so we so appreciate that. And this is such a unique story. I can't believe it. Like, there's so many similarities between you and your father's story, Pearl Pollard, who passed away at the age of 54 from heart failure. He was a basketball player too. As a kid, do you remember him having any health issues with his heart? And did you ever think that you could be at risk for the same thing?
So when I was really little, my dad was just busy working all the time, and I'd see him play with my brothers because I'm the youngest of six. But there's quite an age gap in between me and my youngest brother, who's 5 years older than me. So by the time I was old enough to even try to have a game with my dad, he wasn't well. But I didn't really think about it too much. I just thought, oh, he's old, And then probably the last year and a half, 2 years of his life, he started getting pneumonia more often. And he finally agreed to go to the doctor, and that's when they diagnosed him. And it turns out I have the same thing. It's a genetic issue released by a virus. And there's really not a name for it other than just cardiomyopathy, which is a big blanket term that something's wrong with your heart. And I can't get any more technical than that because I'm just a simple caveman. But it is the same thing that my dad passed away from. I have two older siblings that are in heart failure. One's my brother and one's my sister. And they have different issues, but my brother and I are pretty close in what he has. But it hasn't affected him as quickly as it affected me. It got me in 3 years to the transplant level. They've both been in heart failure for a lot longer than I have, and they're still kicking with their original hearts. So we're watching them. They've been in and out of the doctor office, and it's just what it is. It's nothing we did with our lifestyle. I've always been healthy post NBA. It never affected me during my career. Obviously, it never affected my dad until he was in his late 40s, probably. And so it looks like it hit all of us about the same age, about 46, 47 years old. And my dad and the three children, we all got affected at the same time. It just hit me quicker than everybody else, I guess.
Wow, Scott. So I do want to take a second to also recognize Casey Angel. He's the man whose heart saved Scott's life. And it's so courageous to be an organ donor. And in the documentary, you talk about receiving a donor heart as not only being a nerve-wracking experience, of course, but there's also a little bit of guilt associated with that. Why is that?
Well, everyone that gets an organ that saves your life, you're feeling unworthy. You feel like, okay, nature was trying to kill me, and I've been given this extended life because somebody else died. And so you can't be a human and not feel that some other human gave their life and now you are living on. So yes, there is survivor's guilt. That's why, recipients write the letters, the donor letters. It's all anonymous. There's no personal information that's allowed. You send it to your transplant center, and then they send it to the donor's transplant center. And it turned out that my donor, they responded. My donor's family responded, and that's how I found out. His name is Casey Angel. His wife Pamela, their son William. He's 13 now. We've been in contact. We've been together in person, both in Texas and here in Indiana. So that helps both of us. It helps with the survivor's guilt, knowing who Casey was. And yeah, his last name is Angel. Really, truly, he's my angel. And the family made the decision. He was, they didn't know if he was a donor. They didn't have proof, but they just knew Casey, and they said, this is what he would have done. He would have helped anybody in need. Unfortunately, there was nothing else they could do to save his life. And so the family decided to make him an organ donor, and he saved 5 people. His kidneys saved some teenage boys or girls, I'm not sure, I'm sorry. But he saved my life and 2 other lives for sure, donated his eyes. So somebody is seeing now because of Casey. He saved several people and helped other people live. So it is the most unselfish thing you can do. We never know when our time is coming. And please consider becoming a donor. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm telling you to educate yourself.
I mean, that is a true angel right there.
Out there.
Absolutely. You hit it right there. And then it is Men's Health Month. We have to stress that. What is your message to other fathers that are watching this interview right now?
Well, watch this documentary. It's a father-son story. And take care of yourself for your kids' sake. I thought I was, and I was, but life happened and genetics happened. And so there's that old phrase, don't work to live, don't live to work to live. When you get older, when you have a life-threatening situation come up, you're not flashing back on, oh man, I wish I'd worked harder. I wish I'd been in the office more and made more money. You're going to be thinking about your kids. If you're a father, if you're a mother, that's all you're going to be thinking about. I should have spent more time with my family. And so that's what I would recommend to any father out there that's watching this. First of all, please consider becoming a donor. Talk to your children about it, because children, it's more of a need. Kids don't, there's going to be accidents that happen, but kids don't typically get organs because kids don't pass away. So talk to your kids about it, because if something happens, then they know, or you know, what they want.
And Scott, I did want to take a second. We have your wife's charity right there on the screen. And again, your family does fantastic work for the community right here, and it's called pearlsoflife.org. Please check that out. And also, please check out Hearts of Pearl. It airs Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN, and it's available for streaming right away after on ESPN+. Scott, thank you so much. Here it is. There's the picture of the documentary right there. I cannot stress how important it was to get you on the show to talk about your story, Scott. I mean, you look great, and we're so happy that you're doing well right now, and that thumbs up that you're still alive.
Thank you for having me on to spread the message. I just want people to consider it, and what time I've got left, I want to help other people with.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Best of luck to you.